Penny Jane Love here. Today I'm doing a wig review on the Angled Bob by TressAllure in the color 8/29. Okay guys, let's talk about the Angled Bob by TressAllure. So I love this piece, I really do. I think it's going to be another favorite for me, especially another favorite bob. I do like bobs on me. I think probably as far as I think bobs look the best on me style-wise. But I really love how this one looks. It's a really nice piece. So my first impression, I like to tell you what my first impression is when I get new wigs. And my first impression with the angled bob was that it's a bob with lots of style. It is modern. It has a concave kind of look to it. It's lightly textured on the sides. It's a good amount for what they're going for. It has side swept bangs and it is asymmetrical on the sides. And let me show you the back in that. And that the sides are longer than the back is. And it's like a contoured bob with top layers that add extra volume. The volume to me is perfect. I love the volume. I would say the density on the sides is light to slightly on the light side of medium. It's not a ton of density on the sides. I think it's the perfect amount. It is more dense up here, as you can see. You know, you can't see at the part, you see the shorter hairs and you can't see all the way down to the cap. But I think it looks okay. I think it looks pretty natural. I don't think most people are going to know that it's a wig. I just like to let you guys know that on the TressAllure website, it says this style was designed by Clyde Haygood, who is supposed to be someone who works with celebrities. So I just like to let you know that. And let's see, what else can I tell you? Okay, the angled bob is a part of the Look Fabulous collection, and it has a lace comfort cap with an undetectable hairline, they say. So I think they did a great job on this hairline. I really do. I think it looks very natural. The hand-tied knots are not too dense. They're kind of sparse, which I think gives it a more natural look. And I'm going to show it to you. So again, I think they did a great job on the hairline. You know, it's still not the most natural that I've seen. That for me still goes to Raquel Welch lace fronts. To me, they have the most natural lace fronts, but I think this is up there. I think it's a really good job as far as how natural it looks. It has the stylable heat-friendly synthetic fibers. You can put heat up to 320 degrees, and you can use a flat iron, a curling iron, hot curlers, or a blow dryer. The cap size is average, and I will tell you, I learned a lesson. When I first put the cap on, I thought it was a little bit small, not in circumference, but at the nape and at the ear pieces. I don't know why, but I never move the adjusters in the back very often. So I was like, let me move the adjusters. And when I moved them, and I had to move them to the very end so that it's at the largest size, but then it fit perfectly. Before it was just a little too short. But once I moved the adjusters and I moved them out to make it as big as I can, it fits beautifully. It does not have an extended nape. I do wish it had an extended nape, but again, once I moved those adjusters, it seems to be fitting much better and is much more comfortable now. The ear tabs come down. I'm 13.5 inches from ear to ear, and these ear tabs, again, once I moved those adjusters, the ear tabs came down and they sit right just into the concave part of my ear where that your ear hits your head, and it's very comfortable. So I would say it's a standard average size. I have a 21.75 inch circumference head, and I'm very happy with the way it's feeling. There's no gaps. It's not too tight. It feels very nice. So it weighs 3.17 ounces, not super heavy. I have had bobs that weigh less. I've had bobs that weigh more. You know, I would say it's comfortable. It's not hot, but it's not a cool wig either. And I think that's because of the type of cap that it is. I would say as far as coolness or the warmth goes, it's pretty standard, pretty average. The fringe pieces are 5.5 to 7.5 inches. The crown is 6.5 to 7.5 inches, and the nape is 2 inches. Now I will have to keep the back of my neck shaved up with wearing this, just to let you guys know. Now, as you can see, I am having a little bit of trouble with these bangs here, so that would be, I guess, my biggest complaint about this piece is these bangs. I would have to either pin them back or do a quick steam job on them to get them to sit back, because I have been pushing them out of my face a lot. So let's talk about the cap next. Okay guys, let's talk about this cap. So the angled bob has a standard cap with a lace front. I, again, think the lace front looks great. I think they did a really nice job on it. You know, I still think Raquel Welch lace fronts look the most natural, but I think this is certainly up there as far as how natural it looks. It is ear to ear. It is a little bit stiff, but I didn't find it itchy, and I think they did a nice job making the hairs more sparse at the lace front, and so that it helps it look more natural. Again, it has a standard cap. I do feel permatease here. It feels billowy here. There's some permatease here. I don't see a ton of crinkled short hairs in the wefts on the sides and the back. Now, I know some people have asked me, what is permatease? Permatease is more budget-friendly wigs are going to have more permatease. It makes them look, if you overdo it with permatease, it makes them look like a wig. It's shorter hairs or crimped hairs that they put in, one, to kind of hide the cap, two, to give it volume and stuff like that. So I like some permatease. I don't like permatease to be overdone. I don't like super big wigs. So it has the velour covered ear tabs that have the metal stays in them. Again, it does not have an extended nape. One of my, I guess, dislikes about it is I wish it had the extended nape. Then I think it would be much more perfect for me as far as the perfect wig for me. It has, you know, just regular standard ribbons throughout. It does have the Velcro adjuster so that you can tighten it or loosen it, and those are always helpful as well. And overall, I felt like it was pretty comfortable. Okay guys, let's talk about this color. This color is 8/29, and I was able to go outside. Now I went outside, the sun's kind of out now. It's the most sun actually that I've seen in quite a while here, so the lighting might be a little bit different than it was just a second ago. But when I went outside to video it in a more natural light, it was not sunny, but I did go ahead and video it outside on when it was a little bit cloudy. So here's that video. Okay, so I really like this color a lot. The 8 is a light brown, and I would say that's the base. It is not rooted, and then it has light copper blonde highlights. I'm going to show you those up close. You can see it just has, it says it's a light brown, and I agree that it probably is. If you guys remember from some of my color reviews, medium brown is usually really dark, I think. So it's a light brown base, and it has the light copper blonde highlights, like right there. So it's just a smidge on the, I would say, a red kind of side with those light copper blonde highlights. But I still would consider it, I think, a brunette wig, and not a red wig or a blonde wig, obviously, but I still consider it maybe a light brown to a brunette kind of color as far as the coloring goes. Okay, let's talk about styling next. Okay, let's talk about styling the angled bob. So I will say that when I did the first part of the review, it was straight out of the box. I did not shake it, comb in, or do anything. For this part, I did take it out, I shook it, and I'm going to play with it a little bit so that you guys can kind of see the different things that you can do with this piece. You know, I am not really skilled when it comes to styling hair too much, but I try to show you a few things. And certainly because this wig has the heat-friendly fibers, there are certainly things you can do with tools to add heat to it that can style it. And maybe one day I will put some hot curlers in it and do a video so we can see how it goes when you do that, because I think it would be fun and it's something that I've never tried. So I will say I was able to get my glasses in with no problem. They come in and out and they fit under those ear tabs with no problem at all. You know, I would definitely, if I didn't do anything to it, have to clip these bangs back. And what I'm finding with these bangs is it's kind of on both sides. Now it is parted. You cannot move the part. And again, it's not the most natural part. It is pretty dense up there. You can really see those shorter hair fibers and everything, but you know, that doesn't bother me. It's not the worst part I've ever seen, but it's not the most natural looking either. Just like to let you guys know that, because it is that standard cap and you're not able to move it. So because of that, I have kind of like a swath of bangs on this side and a swath on this side that keep going into my face. So just to wear it every day, I'm going to have to pin it back like this or something, which you guys know I like to wear it with pin packed bangs. In fact, most of the wigs that I wear like on a daily basis for my regular full-time job, I always usually pin the bangs back just because I don't want them in my face at all. I'm going to spray some water on it and kind of see if I can fluff it up. That's supposed to help open up those fibers some. And I'm going to try to open up this part a little bit more. Now again, you guys are seeing what I have going on with just this one piece here. And I think the only way to prevent that, if I don't want to wear a clip in it all the time, is I would definitely have to steam it back. Because when I try to put it on this side, it doesn't quite lay as natural. Thank you so much for watching this wig review. This wig review was brought to you by Lori Powell, the owner of Lori's Lemonade Stand, a wig boutique. Lori's Lemonade Stand is located at 13980 Guidera Drive, Rancho Cucamonga, California. Her phone number is 909-803-0310. Her email is lori@loris-lemonade-stand.com, and the website is loris-lemonade-stand.com. Thank you so much for watching this wig review. See you next time.